Konnichiwa. Today's daily devotional is for Monday, January the 20th, 2020, and it's from October the 25th, 2019, when I just was originally sharing emails with my coworkers. And it's called Batter Up. And I'm going to start with Romans 12:6. Having gifts that differ according to the grace given to us, let us use them, if prophecy, in proportion to our faith. There was this commercial that my kids and I used to love, and it was about this cute little white boy. He's about 9 or 10 years old, and he was on a baseball field, and he would practice his swings. So every time he threw the ball up in the air, he'd say, "I'm the greatest batter in the world." So the first time he struck, missed. Okay, so he did it a second time. He goes, "I'm the greatest batter in the world." And he swung and he missed again. Third time, threw the ball in the air, swung, "I'm the greatest batter in the world." And he gave it all his might, but he still missed. He struck out. Baseball, 3 strikes, you're out. He sat there for a minute with his head down, and just a minute, and then he held his head up and he looked at the camera and he smiled and he said, "I just struck out the greatest batter in the world. I'm the greatest pitcher in the world." And in his head, the crowd went wild. And he's jumping up and down, and then the commercial goes off. Okay. Kid realized right then he had 2 gifts, okay? This brings me to Genesis 39:20. So he took Joseph and threw him into the prison where the king's prisoners were held, and there he remained. Okay. Well, in real life, there was this little black boy that went to reform school for 3 years for stealing, where he became the star player on his baseball team, the prison baseball team, okay? He was a great pitcher, all right? So he was planning on going pro when he got out because what he was always singing in a high-pitched voice, okay? So that, threw his plans for playing pro away because somebody heard him singing really loud, and he was known for having a good voice, and well, everybody heard him, but this person was looking for him. This person was a player from one of the teams he was playing against one time, and the boy said to him, "I heard that you could sing really well," and he said, "My dad has a choir at our church, and if you would agree to join the choir, he could get you out early because he knows the judge." Okay, so the boy, of course, agreed because he wanted to get out of prison. Who could blame him, All right, so that brings me to Genesis 39:21. But the Lord was with Joseph in the prison and showed him his faithful love. And the Lord made Joseph a favorite with the prison warden. Okay, so a few weeks later, like I said, he agreed that, that he would let the other players' dad get him out. And he promised the judge that he would sing for the Lord. He said, "I'm going to sing for the Lord." And he did for a while. But he was so good. He was multi-talented. Not only could he sing, he could dance. And he created his own band, a couple of bands, okay? And he had recruited people to come join his band, all right? He just got so good, okay? He knew all of his gifts. And he was blending gospel music with soul music, okay? What nobody had ever done. All right, and he was hitting a home run every time, and that way he became the godfather of soul, Mr. James Brown, okay? Well, that little white boy and that little black boy were not competing with anybody but themselves, okay? The best versions of themselves. They discovered their gifts early that God gave them, all right? Okay, and both of them were knocking the ball out of the park. Let's just put it that way. All right, and God is your coach, and he calls all of his players up to bat, all right? So don't you dare sit there any longer in the dirty dugout kicking sand around, all right? You need to get out there and shine bright just like a diamond, like a baseball diamond at that, all right? That's the Rihanna and Stuffalicious remix, okay? So I have a power thought for you guys, and it's called, "And you can't beat that with a bat. You can get with this or you can get with that." That's Dress from Black Sheep. All right, so you got a couple of options. You can get with this or you can get with that. Use your gifts. Love you guys. Have a great day. Mwah.